On today's episode, we're going to be heading down to Grand Prairie, Texas to the Lone Star Park for our very first autocross event in our 66 Mustang. Check this out. It's about 5:30 in the morning and we're going to head out to my buddy's house, meet up with him, and then we're going to head out to the track, or to the parking lot really. But I'm super excited, super pumped, but it's going to be cold because I have no windows. I don't even have a quarter glass here or here. I'll show you how cold it is. There's a sensor on the truck. 36 degrees. That's nice. What's up? It's so cold. Oh my god. I think the problem I have too is that my cowl for my hood has I took it out, so it's not blocked. So I need to get some sheet metal and block it for sure because my feet are freezing. So I just checked in right now and I had to put some stickers because it's in certain classes, and I entered the muscle car class, which is called Cam T, and I picked the big number 356, which was not a good idea. So that's the number we picked, and that's the Cam T. Next time for sure I'm definitely going to print on a piece of paper and tape it on. We'll go ahead and change that next time. All right, so the car passed inspection. They gave me a little sticker here showing that I passed it, just so you guys know. That's it right there. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna go pit and then see what happens. Update right now, I just set up the cameras. Everything's all set up, and audio I'm gonna be doing lavalier mic and then like talking as I do this. I've never done this, but I have a feeling it's gonna be cut short. I feel like we're gonna I didn't get a chance to roll my fenders. I didn't have time to roll them or order a roller, so this might stop us from doing this event today. There's a camera. I hooked up a lav mic to it, so you can get a front shot and a side shot here of the GoPro, and hopefully that should be pretty good. Let's go. Oh man, I'm so nervous. That's gonna be fun. Let's make the best of it, guys.
Absolutely beautiful car.
Thank you.
Love it.
So hopefully we don't blow a motor. Knock on wood. All right, here we go.
Round 1, fight!
There we go. I'm just getting tossed the whole way. All right, so we're going on our second run. The first one I took it a little easy because I just wanted to see what it was like. The tires are doing really good. It's hooking up. I feel like second gear, the gearing's actually pretty good, and it's nice testing it out of the exit, out of the apex, out of the turn. It feels pretty good. I need a bucket seat because I'm getting cramps on my back trying to hold myself in the seat. And those, what do they call those twisties? What do they think? The windy. I don't know what the heck it is, but the in and out cones, those are killing my back.
I usually just call them serpentine.
Slalom, there you go. Yeah. Those things suck.
Round 2, fight.
Offline, guys. Gotta get it back. I was looking at my tack. It wants to go in third gear. So we can drift this corner. Nah, it's gripping. These tires are doing killer. I hate this part. This is where I get my cramps. Throws you around, huh?
Yeah, it does.
All right, I need to stretch out. Awesome, man. Yeah.
Have a good one.
Be safe. So, I had to get out of the course. I did 2 laps, and my stuff is leaking coolant. So I installed that stupid reservoir tank, and it's never leaked before. Ever since I installed it, it leaks now. I don't know if it's like a certain vacuum or whatever is going on, but the hose that I have doesn't tight hard enough. It's too narrow. I need to put a vacuum hose. See if I can tie it in or see if anybody has a hose of any kind. This sucks. Here we go. Like that. You think it's a straightaway? Low pressure's up. I'm just getting tossed in this thing. I'm doing horrible at this, scanning these codes. I did horrible on that one. I was just too focused on my car. Throwing me around. It's not fun. We'll see if it's leaking. It'll make me feel better if it's not leaking again. This is gonna be my 4th run. We got one more after this one. I'm gonna send it on this one. I'm not gonna focus anything but the track. And everything seems to be working. We're leaking a little bit of oil. That's what's kind of the back of my head right now. But we stopped leaking radiator fluid, which is a good thing. And I'm gonna try to send it. This should be my best lap. Here we go. Right here's where I always mess up, so I gotta focus on hitting that cone. There we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're doing good so far. This Edelbrock is cutting off on turning to the left. I hate this part, is where I get my cramps. Alright, I hit it off. That should be a good one. That's probably my best one. The car's doing good. It's hard to fight staying in this freaking bench. It feels like I'm sitting on a bench at a park, going around the corners pulling G's. But the car does feel planted. It's sticking. The rear end's not coming around, even though it's a true track posi. It's doing its thing. It's staying pretty planted. I would recommend, we need the quick steer, we need a Holley carburetor, and we need a bucket seat, and then fix the problems that we have. I think we'll have a solid car. This is my last lap. This is lap number 5. We're supposed to have 6, but apparently there was a lot of people. I think over 100 people came because it's a cool day. It's 50 something degrees out here. Perfect for the cars. No overheating issues. Tires are not getting that worn down. Perfect.
Finish him!
Turning left is where the carburetor is like choking. I don't want to give it too much gas. I don't want it to detonate. Threw myself off again. My fastest time. Here we go, baby. That was a good lap. That was a good lap. All right. We came around one corner, I floored it. I think that last one, I cut some 2 or 3 seconds off the clock. No doubt about it. 2 or 3 seconds, easy. Whew. Man, my adrenaline's pumping, but God, I guarantee you with the C, I'm gonna do so much better. So I want to do a little rundown of my experience at this event and a little bit of what we're going to do in the future to improve the car for our next event. I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little skeptical of doing my first autocross event because I thought it was all first to second gear, barely getting to second gear. But I was wrong. Actually, this event, we were at the top of second gear, almost going into third gear. My car is a 5-speed T5 with 380 gears in the back, but most cars were getting as top of second gear. There's tons of Miatas, tons of GT350s, Camaros, Porsches, vintage Porsches. I saw a couple. I saw one 356 coupe, which was actually pretty cool. The community was really nice. Everybody was out there to help. There was a guy that I was talking to that actually broke down, and I helped him out. The Mustang did really good, actually. I didn't feel that much body roll. I didn't get any footage of the outside, but it felt pretty solid. These competition Goodyear tires that I bought for the track are working really good. I dropped the pressure about 22 PSI and it did really well. I definitely see myself going back to doing autocross, but the improvements we can do to the car is we definitely need to get rid of the Edelbrock. And I have nothing against Edelbrock. Edelbrock is really great for your daily cruiser car, but it's not so great for track events. For whatever reason, and I knew this going into this, I had done some research, and for whatever reason, when you're going into turns on the left, it starts to starve for fuel. And that's very dangerous. One, you can detonate and blow your engine, and two, it's going to slow you down on the track, which it did both to me, because it was in my head the whole time that I was going to blow my engine, and it definitely slowed me down because I was barely getting into it. So we're going to go for a Holley double pumper, 500 or 600 CFM for my little 289. The other thing we need to do to improve it is on its way. We ordered a Shelby quick steer kit, which comes with a longer extension arm. I have a 16:1 gear ratio, which is the fastest gear ratio that Ford came with. It's actually with the GT350 Rs, or not Rs, the GT350 street cars came with. I don't know what the R came with. The competition model is what I mean. I'm waiting for this Pitman arm to have the exact steering that the GT350s had. So what that's going to do is going to give me less shuffle steering and less input. Apparently, I've heard good and bad reviews on it. Will be the first video that reviews that product. There's none out there, so I'll make sure I cover it in detail. And this brings me to my last point. In the video, I said I was getting a lot of cramps, and I gotta be careful talking about this, but I was in a really bad injury that I can't talk about it due to legal reasons. I was involved in a really bad injury that really damaged my back, and I'm actually doing physical therapy for it, and going through those turns, trying to hold myself in my bucket was really difficult. I was getting cramps and I was in a lot of pain. I had to stretch a lot, and for my next event, I'm ordering. I'm in the search for getting a bucket seat, so I'm planted in there, and it's not so much stress on my back because I don't know if I can continue to do events with that kind of stress. It was an 8-hour event. Standing for me 4 hours is very difficult after my accident, and let alone getting thrown around in a 66 Mustang is not helping any. But that's the reason why I was saying I was getting cramps. I know it sounds weird, and I'm probably complaining, but I was in a severe accident where it was life and death, and that's the reason why I was in pain. You'll hear me, if you watch the video again, you'll hear me grunting, and that's because I just have a lot of back pain. But anyways, that pretty much wraps the video. Will I autocross again? Yes. Do I recommend it? Yes. If you guys are in the DFW area or in the Texas area, you go on Facebook groups and type in DFW Autocross, or you could go to dfwautocross.com and it'll post the local events. And I'll be going to the Grand Prairie ones whenever they're out. Different companies or different groups put these events on. And it's great. And at the beginning of the video, I had said that I did the muscle car thing. Well, I did go into the Comp T, which was all like muscle cars, but I did pick novice, which is beginner. So it just threw me in a batch of all novice. So it was a mixed bag of like muscle cars, JDM cars, and Miatas. When you go to these events, you're gonna see a lot of Miatas, but being an owner of 2 Miatas, it's probably the cheapest bang for your buck. And any part you put on it is a game changer, like from a steering wheel to a seat to spring, shock, coilovers, grippier tires. It's a big difference maker. That's why everybody has them. And they were cheap. Now they're pretty expensive, but anyways, I'm just ranting here. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll leave some of the links that I mentioned in the description, and this is not a paid sponsor. This was all paid out of pocket, and I'm not promoting the DFW autocrossing. I'm just promoting it because I think it's a good product, and I think you guys should get out there and drive. It's a really fun experience. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.